Okay, hey guys, I got cut off because I was talking too much in the other one. What I was trying to say is I was naming all this territory on the map that has come in, and then the final area is Oregon. And the issue was that Polk had not gone to war for the Oregon Territory, which at that time extended way up here into Canada. 54, 40, or fight had been his promise. But that's not what he does when he becomes president. He agrees to stop the United States border right here instead. So they drop it down just much more south than the North really wanted. And this will be now the Oregon Territory from the treaty with Great Britain that America receives. And Great Britain keeps this, which will later become Canada. Okay, but I want you to see that the continental U.S., now not Alaska, ignore this. This comes in after this class, but the continental U.S. Is solidified now. And we get all this territory over the years from the start of our course now as we close it out. Okay? All right, let's go back and do the essential questions. How did the Wilmot Proviso stir up the slavery controversy? And I guess the best way to explain that is from the clip I showed you earlier, where David Wilmot from Pennsylvania says, let's just ban slavery from all this area. And people in the South personally attack him. So he stirs up the issue because he says out loud, I know everyone's thinking, how is this territory going to come in? Is it going to come free or slave, what we gained from Mexico? And he says, let's just let it all be free. So Southerners are not going to approve of that. What proposal does Lewis Cass suggest as a solution? And he suggests a famous term here called popular sovereignty. And I told you that, remember, it basically means power to the people. The people can rule and decide within that state if they want it to be slave, like have slaves. They can vote, or they can vote no, they don't want slavery and it will be illegal. So the people themselves can decide. That sounds all well and good, but now you could have a territory above the Missouri Compromise line that says they want slaves. Or you could have an area below that would be considered a slave territory saying they don't want slaves. You could also have some corruption where people cross the border and try to get other people to vote a certain way. So this is eventually going to pretty much lead to a mess. And then who wins the 1848 election? And that was between Cass, Martin Van Buren, and Zachary Taylor. Taylor will win by avoiding the whole slavery issue, which I'm not really sure what he did talk about, but he avoids the whole issue, and he's going to be president during the movement of people in 1848 to 49 out to California mining for gold. Okay? All right, so you need to also write a summary because that's important even for this. If you want to, you can write it like above these questions that you wrote on your sheet, or if you want to write them where we got to, if you want to write your summary right in here. I know there's other stuff that's going to be in the packet, but if you want to write it at the end of this, just 3 sentences, that would be a good idea. Okay? All right, thanks guys.